Is from Sunderland's famous old ground. Farewell to Roker Park.
And he's round the fullback. Shot it onto there, that's a goal. Wonderful goal.
And a good goal. What a beauty.
Rowell could exploit it, and number 2 for Gary Rowell, number 2 for Sunderland. Gray's got infield a bit. And then a try run. Oh, what a stunning goal from Michael Gray!
It's Tuesday the 13th of May 1997 and 99 years of football is coming to an end at Roker Park. Good evening. Sunderland is saying farewell to its famous ground this evening. Fans, former stars and current players, they're all here for an historic occasion. The centrepiece is a match between Sunderland and Liverpool, a repeat of the first ever fixture to be staged here in 1898. Sunderland, of course, will kick off in their new stadium next season, and that's put paid to my ambition of commentating on a match here at Roker Park. But one man who's had that honour many times over the years will be on the gantry for us again this evening, Roger Thames.
Hello Ian, yes, that's me up here. This is the commentator's perch. 21 years that I've been covering football at Roker Park, and since 1980 I've had the pleasure of being the regular match commentator here for ITV. And no matter which company you represent, every commentator will tell you it's a fantastic view here. The pitch we've seen is probably one of the best anywhere in the country. But one confession, and one thing I maybe won't miss when we go to the new ground, this has got to be the draftiest gantry in the world. You're perched right up here on the roof. You've got a great view of the North Sea. We've had some terrific entertainment to watch over the year, but take my word for it, it can't half get a bit nippy. Now these youngsters patrolling around the edge of Roker Park here represent all the football clubs who've played at Roker Park over the 99 years. It's a massive array of replica kits. They certainly couldn't have dreamed of that modern invention when football first started at this historic ground. And there's even a brave young boy or girl down there wearing a Newcastle shirt. Well, the club have appealed for supporters to come here early, and they've turned out in tremendous numbers. Very impressive indeed, especially after the disappointments of the weekend. Don't know whether that's Jim Carrey down there, the man with the mask. Somebody stop me.
Well, Roker Park has been Sunderland's home for almost a century. Their player of the century was Charlie Hurley. Charlie, that was a great honour for you and a great evening this evening.
Well, it's great in many ways because the people that are applauding today are the fans that followed me, not maybe them, but their fathers and their fathers were here at Roker Park, and it's a happy time in certain respects for myself because I was here in the 60s, and the fans are, in my opinion, the best in the game, and they are the people that made me what I was.
Roker Park is all about the Roker roar, isn't it?
Well, it's going to be very interesting to see what type of roar it's going to be called, because I played in the 60s in front of 63,000, and that Roker roar was worth a goal start to us in many games.
Charlie, thanks very much for talking to us. Enjoy the evening. Charlie Hurley, one of many Roker legends here this evening.
A very sprightly looking Billy Elliott there marching out. 193 games he played, England international, and of course he went on to manage the club as well. Looking in fine fettle too. So there's Billy Bingham, former Northern Ireland international, Northern Ireland manager of course as well. He came to Wearside from Glentoran back in October 1950. Went on to play more than 200 league games for the Wearsiders. A tricky right winger in his time, enjoying his return in front of the Roker Park crowd. George Hurd there, who has the distinction of being the first man to score a goal as a substitute. Went on to be a coach here, and a very well-known figure in coaching circles within the North East. And another one looking a fine advert for a life in professional football. He looks in great form too.
Well, the team of 73 here this evening, the manager of 73, Bob, that famous dance at Wembley. But your great moments were here at Roker Park, weren't they?
Oh, it's great to see the lads again. I'm thrilled a bit. It's very emotional, just like, you know, coming back and reliving the last 20-odd years. It's just as sad that it's all over. You know, there'll never be anywhere like Roker Park for me in the future.
Yeah, the new stadium, something to look forward to. You've got to be positive.
Yeah, it's for the new Sunderland supporters, but not the old players and the old manager. You know, this is where our hearts are and our memories are, and we'll never forget it. And I want to just thank them all very much for the welcome this evening. They've made us feel very special.
Well, on their behalf, Bob, I'd like to thank you. So many great memories over the years. Thanks very much indeed.
Charlie Hurley was one of the great defenders at Roker Park. This man, one of the goal-scoring legends. Gary Rowell, a local lad signed from Seaham Juniors in June 1975, and a real crowd favourite with a natural touch for goal, and one of the players that I had the pleasure of watching rattle the ball home on more than a few occasions.
Jimmy Montgomery, what a tremendous reception from the crowd here this evening.
Yeah, fabulous. Bit emotional, you know. Never forget the brilliant.
So many happy memories associated with Roker Park, Jimmy.
Oh yeah, I mean, most of my games here. I played 623, most of them here. Always had a great affinity with the club, and just love the fans, fabulous.
Time now for a fresh start for Sunderland.
Yeah, I think, you know, I mean, they have to change. They have to change the venue. They've got to move with the times. They've got a fabulous stadium up the road, and hopefully they'll be back in the Premiership and get a full house at the new stadium.
A bright new future, but a famous past. Thanks very much, Jimmy.
Thank you very much indeed. Thank you.
And from Monty to the little general, there's Bobby Kerr down there with the FA Cup that he held aloft so proudly in 1973. Alan Durbin there, who was a very successful manager here, who got something into quite a good position in the First Division, the old First Division that is, and now helping Peter Reid on the coaching side as scout. Another man who came to the region and really took this part of the world to his heart.
Jeff Clark, somebody who knows all about playing at Sunderland and all about football in the North East. What a great occasion, Jeff.
It's lovely to be associated and to be here tonight. It brings back many happy memories for me. Seven years, and I honestly feel Sunderland made my name as a footballer and helped me to have the career that I had. And it's a great pleasure to be associated tonight. Yeah.
It's nice to see you here, Jeff. Enjoy the evening.
We're getting through to the modern era now. That's Sean Elliott. There's a few good defenders out there tonight. Local lad from Hayden Bridge, who was one of the new brigade brought in to the team alongside Gary Rowell. Martin Scott down there from the current playing staff, of course, had a nightmare season with injuries, and his skill at fullback has been sorely missed by Peter Reid. Looking as though he enjoys the evening tonight, though.
Well, for many fans here this evening, one season that'll spring to mind was 1973, and no man played a bigger part in that season than Billy Hughes. Billy, a tremendous evening tonight, isn't it?
Fabulous, it really is fabulous. I'm just amazed at all these people turning up after what happened at the weekend. Obviously it was a massive disappointment to everybody, but it just shows you what these fans deserve. This turnout, let's get back up where they deserve. They've got a great stadium now, and the best place for them is in the Premiership, and I hope it happens next year.
The fans have seen so many impressive and great matches here over the years. In fact, the club has asked the fans to take part in a poll to vote for the greatest ever match seen at Roker Park. And Billy, you played in it. 1973, the fifth round replay of the FA Cup at Roker Park against Manchester City.
Couldn't find room for a shot. Norcan Horsfield, this is Kerr. That's a good ball. And it's gone in! Tremendous shot. Coming across the box. Horsfield can't find room for a shot. Kerr picks it up and tucks it out there to where Hallam had been waiting. And it's an absolute peach of a ball. Hughes still trying to find a way through and succeeding! What a superb goal by Hughes! Hughes really didn't look as though he had a chance after the first shot had bounced out. Very skillfully found the space and hammered it past Corrigan. Flicked on well for Tuart and put in. Hughes has done it. 3-1.
Well, a tremendous match against Manchester City. Of course, that was on the road to Wembley. A famous year, a famous match from Bobby Kerr, the man who lifted the cup. You're here again. A very proud evening for you, Bobby.
It is. It's very proud, and it's a shame to leave a lovely pitch like this to go to building. But life's got to go on, and what I've seen of the new stadium, I think in the next 2 or 3 years, hopefully we'll get back where we belong.
So many happy memories, and this cup holds so many of them for you.
It does. It made a name for me, made a name for quite a lot of people, and it made a name for the North East fans. Because this is, I mean, we got relegated on Sunday, and look at them now. We must have what, 15,000-20,000 in here. It just makes it just makes a name for them.
Bobby, show the camera the cup. We're going to take a break, but we'll be back in a moment. We're saying farewell to Roker Park.
From May the 29th, 80 are cutting the cost of national daytime calls again by 10%. So a 5-minute call will cost just 40p, and with BT's business choices did.
Welcome back to Roker Park. Sunderland stars who've graced this pitch right down the years are here tonight, and one man who knows the penalty areas a bit better than most is Eric Gate. Eric, I know you've been really impressed by the fans, especially this evening.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic. I mean, it amazed me Sunday when they got relegated. You know, they cried for the fans to come back onto the pitch, and tonight, I just can't believe it. You know, it's a start for me. It's not the end of Roker Park, it's a start to something else, and the directors, the team, they've got to get behind, you know, the support's there again, and that's brilliant. That's a kickstart.
Let's hope these fans see a match fit for the occasion, Eric. Thanks very much for joining us. The teams are ready. It's Sunderland against Liverpool. Our commentator at Roker Park is Roger Thames.
And for the last time, Sunderland take the field at Roker Park. The music, of course, it had to be the Z-Cast theme. It was the music that Roker Park adopted. Nobody's quite ever managed to tell me why, but certainly it's brought the cheer you would have expected all around this famous old ground. And this young man will go down in Sunderland history. Alan Johnston took the chance of scoring his first league goal for Sunderland as the last league goal ever scored at this ground against Everton, to make sure that at least league football got a winning farewell from the present Sunderland squad. The season's pressures have taken their toll, of course. Sunderland have 4 key players missing tonight. Kevin Ball, Paul Bracewell, Lee Howie. Ball had operations yesterday. Niall Quinn joined them today. Chris Woods gets a chance in goal. Jan Eriksson plays as well. And I wonder what the future holds for Chris Waddle. Liverpool finished 4th in the end after seeing their chances of a place in the Champions League evaporate at Sheffield Wednesday on Sunday. Newcastle pinched it, of course. Robbie Fowler missed out in the closing stages. He plays tonight. Liverpool £7 million richer this evening, with Stan Collymore joining Villa today. He's missed out on the big one. Referee had to be a local fella from Chesterley Street. It's Alan Wilkie, one of the 2 Premiership referees from the North East. Sunderland 1, Liverpool 0. That's the scoreline to beat. That was the score Saturday the 10th of September 1898, when football first started here, and now the final 90 minutes at this ground is underway. Liverpool in their change strip of cream shirts and dark shorts. Sunderland, you'll never guess, red and white stripes. Don't expect Bobby Saxton to relax too much just because it's a supposed friendly. I don't think that's a word in Bobby's vocabulary. Gareth Hall. That's a good run there from Darren Williams. Well, Darren Williams has gained some valuable experience in the Premiership since joining from York City. Certainly made his mark and forced his way into Peter Reid's reckoning. And he won for the new stadium generation. The dead ball kicks of Chris Waddle, a real feature of the latter stages of the season, and the crossing, and there's another one. Oh, Dickie Ord would have loved to have put that one away. How appropriate that the captain tonight for Sunderland should be a County Durham lad, Ord from Merton. Jones is in there, Eriksson had slipped. Square for Fowler, all the danger when Fowler's there. It's a good save from Chris Woods. And Fowler in there for anything that might fall for him. Such an experienced keeper that Peter Reid brought in as cover. Getting a chance tonight and showing that former England international can still pull off the odd save. Hall, playing it through to Alex Ray, it was just behind him, he's trying to keep it going, Ball having to stretch there, good save. Looking too happy about that one, Tony Warner, he had to backpedal furiously, as Mark Wright tried to help out there, and it was all down to Warner in the end. There will not be a more disappointed man in Roker Park than Peter Reid. He's been as positive and chirpy and philosophical as ever, but he's really wounded by relegation, you can bet your life on that. And Phil Babb joins in. Fowler first time, Barnes on his bike to get round the back of the defence, good control from John Barnes, looking for Fowler, it's the best opening so far. Barnes drifted out wide for virtually the first time in the game and still showed he knows a trick or two. Fowler involved early on with that pass out wide. Just tucked the ball inside Eriksson, got it into the middle, and Fowler snatched at him. I hope they don't forget to put the cat out when they finally lock up Roker Park for the last time. Waddle looking it forward now for Mullin, who's got to turn in. And it's a goal! John Mullin tucked that one away really impressively. Appreciative applause from Roker Park's farewell crowd, and that'll please young John Mullin. Chris Waddle, surprise, surprise, at the heart of it. There was still plenty for Mullin to do, and it was out of Warner's reach. Sharp finish that. 32 minutes gone. Sunderland 1, Liverpool 0, and I've heard that scoreline before about 99 years ago. Richkie's made a good break here. And have a second go at it. Oh, just wide. Owen Johnston. There's a bit of football trivia for you. Floodlights were first installed the 11th of December 1952 against Dundee. McAteer to Barnes. Oh, he's hit the woodwork. That was a really thumping effort from John Barnes. And if fortune slightly favoured Sunderland, well, it is their big night. But Barnes got a touch maybe of Richard Orr, and that was no World Cup 66, it definitely did not cross the line. There's a break on here for Russell. Fine save, Tony Warner, from one end to the other. Barnes hitting the woodwork, Russell quickly up the other end for the break. Hit deep, Russell with a header, Warner palming it behind. Orr looking to beat the offside track with the ball forward, Johnston's away, and Warner was neat goalkeeping. Go on, could have gone all the way then. McAteer. McAteer with a good run here, Fowler's alongside him on the block. Was important there. McAteer's picked it up once more, trying for something really imaginative. Thompson stretching for it. Fowler crashing the ball home, but the whistle had very definitely gone. Well, that's good work again by Russell, who's away and flying. Really at speed here. Warner had to come up with a save. Craig Russell may be making a point that he should have had more of a show during the season. Ray follows up as well, and down goes Warner once more. But when Russell gets flying, he really has got some pace. He was off after this one. Challenges were coming in. He's still finding the shot, and Warner had to come up with the block. Barnes. This is Holloway. Johnston. Waddle. Waddle again. It's a nice ball through to Holloway. Craig Russell's in the middle. Oh, it was a fine move, finished off there at the end by Alan Johnston. But Warner has produced a few sharp saves. Waddle's ball was really inch perfect. Darren Holloway pulled it back, cracked first time, and well held by keeper Warner. Roker end impressively full tonight, but not quite the same as in March 1933. 75,118 the record attendance here. Not these days, not even on the final night. Johnston's away now. Russell's in the middle. Johnston looking for that goal. Russell! You're not going to get it, says Tony Warner. There is the final whistle at Roker Park. It's all over for this famous ground. Terrific applause all around Roker Park. It's been a smashing occasion. There had been worries that the relegation would leave everybody feeling negative, but Wearsiders delivered the right atmosphere tonight. They finished where they started. The first game finished Sunderland 1, Liverpool 0. A sense of true 360 degrees.
Well, Richard Hawes, you've stood there with them, you've supported Sunderland, and now you've captained them on the final match. It's a proud evening.
Yeah, very proud, you know. All my family and friends were here as well, you know. As they were when I made my debut, it's almost 10 years ago now, you know. So, you know, you just have to look at them and listen to them. You know, we wouldn't think we've just got relegated from the first division, you know. Just words can't describe how brilliant they are, you know.
They've been tremendous tonight, and now you look forward to a fresh start next season.
Yeah, that's right. You know, they've been tremendous all season, you know, home and away, they've followed us, you know, through thick and thin. You know, I'm just so disappointed, you know, that we have gone down, you know. The last three, you know, the last week of the season, it's so disappointing, but you know, as I say, it's a new era, dawning, and hopefully we'll give promotion next year and give them what they deserve, you know.
Richard, thanks a lot. You clearly enjoyed the evening. Chris, can you believe this reception you're getting now?
No, I think after Sunday, I think everybody anticipated a very weak crowd, but it just shows how strong and how loyal these supporters are. I mean, we've got 22,000 I watched here tonight, and it just shows you their passion for the club.
You've had 7 or 8 games with them. It's been very special, hasn't it?
Yeah, unfortunately on Sunday it didn't work out. It would have been a nice way to finish the season by staying up at Wimbledon, but it didn't work out. But you know, that's football, and if the support stick by the team, I'm sure next year there's no reason why Sunderland won't be back in the Premier League.
Ladies and gentlemen, Charlie Hurley.
There's just one final ceremony to perform, and who else but Charlie Hurley to do it. They're going to dig up the centre circle here at Roker Park and replant it at the new stadium. Certainly the new ground will have a lot to live up to in terms of the playing surface, which is just magnificent at this stadium. They hope that the seeds of a new beginning will grow there, and all the spirit and the positive values that Roker Park represents will be transported to the new ground. In fact, centre spot, that piece of turf, very much the symbol of the old Roker Park.
Well, after 99 years of football, it's been an emotional night here at Roker Park. A full house in full volume. The famous Roker Roar has roared for the last time. It's goodbye from Sunderland, and it's farewell to Roker Park.
Up next, later than advertised, the story of the royal romance between Victoria and Albert.